Good morning, Rajah scholars and champions. Mr. Lawson here on Tuesday, November 10th with our morning announcements and our Rajah report. Let's get rolling. First, we want to celebrate our birthdays, and we want to say a happy birthday today to April Castro, Rebecca Maria Diaz, Jasmine Torres Ramos, Isaiah Ayala, Alejandro Beltran Diaz, Noe Morales, Genesis Sazveta, Ashley Gonzalez, Jasmine Lucero, Carisma Orozco, and Janais Higuera Flores. And tomorrow, since there is no school, which we'll talk about in a moment, we want to say happy birthday to Samuel Lizarraga Loaiza, Kimberly Barajas, Karime Gutierrez, Gabriela Bordon, Jorge Zavala Gomez, Beatriz Lucio Navarrete, and Usra Mohammed. We hope all of you have a great day celebrating with your families as you honor your birthdays. Thank you for continuing to spread that Rajah pride with positivity, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence everywhere we go. And don't forget to check out the Rajah Relaxation page on the website. It's some great resources to help you relax. Come back often. Our counselors have worked hard to put this together for you so that you have some relaxation resources to help during this really challenging time. Don't forget also today at lunch, Interact has their club meeting. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I want you to get good grades. So make sure you're taking advantage of that Tuesday, Thursday intervention hour before school. Your teachers really want to connect with you, help you achieve and learn, and to get those grades. We want you to earn those credits. And now our last but not least, tomorrow there's no school because we honor our veterans, and it's Veterans Day across our country. This isn't just a holiday to sleep in or to not have to be at school. There's a real special reason behind it. So today's broadcast will be a little bit longer. There will be no joke of the day. And instead of the final thoughts, I have a final interview with two special guests. I want you to pay attention as our cadets here at Indio High School share with you about why we're honoring Veterans Day tomorrow. One of them is our own assistant principal, Mr. Pimentel, and the other is one of our Rajah community, a former family member of one of our students. So pay close attention. We want you to understand why Veterans Day is a special day that we honor. In 1954, President Eisenhower at the time signed a proclamation making the 11th of November Veterans Day. That day commemorates the end of World War I, which ended on November 11th. But more importantly, what we want you to understand is it honors all veterans of all wars that have fought and defended our freedoms. So the 158th Battalion would like to share with you two special interviews of veterans of our armed forces to commemorate this special day.
Hello, Raj Family. My name is Isaac Escobar. I'm the 150th Battalion Commander here at the Indio High School. On me, I have Mr. Pimentel, our assistant principal from Indio High School. Here join me for Veterans Day, retired United States Army veteran. And Mr. Pimentel, glad to have you here.
Oh, thank you very much, Commander Escobar. Sure. My name is Rich Pimentel. I achieved the rank of sergeant while in the Army between 1997 and 2001. I was a combat medic. 91 Bravo, and just happy to be here and be able to share my experiences. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Pimentel. How does Veterans Day affect you, and how should Americans observe this event?
I'm glad you asked, and thank you for again coming to me. The perspective that I have for Veterans Day is probably a little bit different because I was in the service. Veterans Day, for the rest of it, is a day where the country just kind of pauses to remember the freedoms that we have and the people that we have to thank for it. Each time that you post anything on your Twitter feed or Instagram, you should be reminded that the fact that you can post those things freely and without fear of retribution is attributed because somebody had to fight for those freedoms to defend them. Each time we're able to disagree with our government and with each other, we have to remember that that would not exist without the sacrifice of countless women and men that have laid out their lives in battles defending those freedoms. But for me, it's a more personal moment. It's a moment to remember the brothers that lost in preparation and during Operation Anaconda in Afghanistan. To me, it actually has names attached to people to it, and the time that I spent getting to know them. Young lives that were never fulfilled, the dreams and aspirations that were cut short in the defense of our country to prevent another 9/11 style attack. Now, I think Americans should celebrate Veterans Day by pausing and just realizing that although we may not agree on a whole lot of things, it's exactly that what makes us the greatest country in the world. We'll never be able to agree on our policies, our politics, our views, because all opinions are welcome. We're designed to be a welcoming place for incredible minds, no matter which way they think. And the backbone of this freedom is the ability of our country to quickly and efficiently deter any attack on those basic freedoms. I think we need to thank our current and former service members for signing on that dotted line, saying that you'd be willing to lay down your life for your country to defend those freedoms. So I'm just glad I got to live for this country, but I always remember those that died in its defense.
Well, Mr. Pimentel, thank you and God bless you. Rajah family, God bless you guys too. Hello, Rajah family. My name is Isaac. I'm the 150th Battalion Commander. It's recording.
Good morning. This is Cadet Major Nanda Mata of the 150th Battalion, Indio High School of the California Cadet. Today I am joined by retired First Sergeant Adonis Tony Garcia of the United States Army, who participated in Operations Iraqi Freedom and Operations Enduring Freedom. First Sergeant, could you tell us what Veterans Day means to you and how Americans can and should observe this day?
I sure can, Cadet Major DeMata. Thank you so much for having me here today, and thank Colonel Stryker for having me here today. I did serve. On Veterans Day means a lot of things to me. Every 11th of November, the nation comes together to remember and to honor our veterans, service and sacrifices they made. So it means a lot of things to many people. Living the life that I'm blessed to have in this country, it's an opportunity, man. It's great, you know. But what veterans means to me, it's a time for us to reflect on and honor the sacrifices that are, you know, those men and women made in the armed forces. They're great, heroic people, man. I mean, they put on that uniform every day to give us that freedom so we can get up in the morning and enjoy our time, to be with our families. And it's not only a time for us to pay homage to those currently serving, but perhaps even more importantly, it's a time for us to remember that, salute those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, that died to give us this freedom. So for me, Veterans Day, when I was serving my country, it was just another day. Often on holidays when I was in uniform and working, it was just another duty day for me. Just as like flag detail, guard duty, change of quarters, NCOIC for, you know, platoon sergeant and NCOIC for a squad detail, and or even being the first sergeant for 670th Military Police Unit in National City. But now that I'm retired, I can tell you I genuinely appreciate the day of rest, honoring my 38-year career of service in the United States Army and serving this country with all those veterans who have served before me in Vietnam, and in Somalia, and World War II, World War I, which my grandfather and his dad before him did, and my dad, and all beyond that as well. So it means many things to me, but Veterans Day is a time to thank those that are still fighting today to stand as the American flag passes by. You know, they're still serving out there. It's a time for us to pay tribute to those who have gone before us and laid this foundation for us to make things great in this country, the greatest country in the world. So Veterans Day has several meanings, because you still have people still serving in Afghanistan and different missions around the world in this country, you know. So one thing I get to share in this camaraderie of brotherhood of men and women who volunteered to serve this nation in the military, unconditional, and sacrifice all the most important things to them at any time they could have been called upon to make, you know, leave their families behind, their daughters, their sons, things we want to do, you know, be with our family, share that time with them on holidays. They can't do that because they're serving our country. They're giving us the freedom to share this with our family. So it gives me a sense of pride and honor to be fortunate among those elite group of people, man. To me, it's the sacrifice of all veterans. I enjoy now the privilege to sleep at night, better at night, because I know that someone else is guarding the door. So I call home, you know, this country I call home is what the nations refer to us as veterans. So it means a lot of things, but it's also those that paid the ultimate sacrifice and are still willing to go out there and serve so this country can remain the home of the brave and the land of the free. So it means a lot of things to us, but basically is honoring those that are still serving and served before us, and those that laid the foundation for us, for our freedom. So me and you could be talking, so you can get up in the morning and still be learning in this learning environment. So let's not just remember them on Veterans Day. Let's remember them every single day. Thank you, Cadet Mata.
Thank you, Sergeant, for coming out. The 158th Battalion appreciates you for coming out and for serving your country. Thank you.
Ooh. It's recording.
Thank you, Rajas, for your attention. Let's honor our veterans tomorrow and every day. Be kind to one another and stay classy, Indio.